Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are listening to another Patreon poll winning song, which is Supertramp The Logical Song. And I'm really excited. Our Patreon members have not ever steered us wrong. So I'm really excited to give this one a listen.
So let's get started.
All right, let's do it.
Life was so wonderful, a miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical. And all the birds in the trees, will they be singing so happily? Oh, joyfully, oh, playfully, watching me. But then they sent me away to teach me how to be sensible, logical, oh, responsible.
Wow. Sorry if I paused it right in the middle. I'll go back a little bit. But what an intense song lyrically.
Yes.
Whoa. I relate so
gosh, yes,
to this song. And I won't go on too much in the middle. We'll save most of our commentary for the end. But all the pieces of this song just come together to form kind of this perfect song.
It does. You know, I was thinking the same thing. That when he was young, he was happy, and then it sounds like he grew up, and then he had to be sensible and logical. And so I think it's about growing up, and then I can completely, when he was singing the song, I could completely relate to this song.
Yeah. And what I was meaning was, first of all, the lyrics, like you just said. His voice. He has a very unique voice.
Yes.
Kind of a magical little voice. You know, I don't know how else to say it. He just has this unique sound that just adds to the song. And then all the instruments, that coming in.
Saxophone.
But then even the clapping, when they did the clapping at some point in the song. And then the little, that little, I don't know, instrument that makes that. That's the extent of my knowledge on that instrument. But okay, let's keep listening.
All right.
layered into that song just makes it such a perfect song. And then that guy came in with that whistle instrument and then the piano. And then I heard like a cowbell in there. Oh my gosh, how awesome was that song?
What a great song.
And I just feel like lyrically, it doesn't get much deeper than that. It's giving me a little bit of Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall kind of feel to the song. He was talking about how magical it was as a kid, and even talking about the birds was singing to him. And then he got sent away. I'm assuming he means to school, and where they teach you to be placed in a box and conform to the rules, society, and it teaches you to be logical, sensical, and then he even said a vegetable.
A vegetable, and then he said he doesn't even know who he is.
Yes, and I think that because he kept, oh my God, and then the harmonizing. And then when the other guy came in and they started harmonizing together, just this song is so cool sounding. And then he kept asking, please tell me who I am. And I completely relate to this song because I feel like the school system doesn't teach you to be an individual or to learn what you're supposed to do with your given talents. Everybody has a talent. Everybody has something that they're really incredible at. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with education. Sometimes it's music. Sometimes it's art. Sometimes it's dancing. And it's not anything that you can learn in school, but school teaches you to be this kind of citizen that you grow up and you can work in a cubicle and take orders. And I feel like that's what this song was talking about. But when you go out there into school and then eventually the workforce, because I feel like school is prepping you for the workforce. You have rules at school, and then you grow up, you go into the workforce, and you have rules at work, and your whole life is just rules, and you're not taught who are you inside.
Right.
What is it that you truly want or desire? What is it that you really want to put out in the world? Your gift. And I just, that resonates with me so much because I always felt, I was always really good at school. I thought I was always really smart. I was always in AP classes and doing really well in school, educationally, but I had no desire for it. Like, I was good at it, but school didn't bring me any sense of joy. There was nothing there for me that I felt resonated with my soul. So it's like I went to my classes, I excelled, I think I did do really well, but I wasn't given any space to find out who I was, to find my creativity, to find what it was that I can really be good at.
No, I agree.
That's how I felt in school. And so I kind of I think because of that, that's why I got a little rambunctious and mischievous. I'm being serious though, that I just felt I wasn't being utilized for my purpose, and it was frustrating. I think for a kid, it's frustrating. You're a kid and you feel like the world is your oyster. Everything is so magical and beautiful. You notice, and you notice those little things, like even just the birds singing. It is just so beautiful. You find that beauty in it. And then you grow up and you lose that.
No, I agree with that because I went through, I think with me it was even worse.
I agree.
It was a lot worse because I think my parents, they never guided me in any kind of direction. They've never even had a conversation with me. I think they just assumed that I would just get married and that would be my life. But
because that was their life.
That was their life. And I've been single. I mean, I have been married, but I've been single for a long time. But when I first graduated high school, I was more of a creative person. Mm-hmm. I wasn't, well, obviously I'm not the most intellectual person. I made sure you were. But I wanted to do something creative. But when I talked to my parents, they just said it was stupid. If I wanted to be a fashion designer or an artist, they just knocked it all down. So then as a teenager, I was very creative. I was very creative since I was a little girl, as far as drawing and painting and creating things and designing, sewing. I mean, painting was a passion of mine. And then because my parents and I guess society said, oh no, you can't do those things. You have to, if you're not going to go to college, you're going to have to get a job. And
you're never going to amount to anything.
Right. I'm just going to get married, and I'm not going to have a career according to the people around me, family around me. That's the only expectation, was that I would marry a good man, get married, have kids, repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, and a part of that song that also I connected with is it said, basically, if you think outside the box, you're called fanatical, a criminal. Radical.
Yeah. So
I just absolutely loved everything about that song.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. You can relate to that with your own childhood growing up. I can definitely relate to it with school and just not feeling like you can find yourself the way that the school system is set up. And I'm even having issues with the school system now with my son.
Right.
And it's so hard for me because I know my son is incredibly smart, and I feel every parent should feel that way about their kid. But because he doesn't learn in the same way that he's expected to learn, he's a problem. So, but there's no concern to work with him.
With his
style of learning. Yeah. They want to teach kids all the same way and teach them to basically shut up and listen, and there's not really any room for them to work with the individual need of a kid who might learn differently from the rest of his peers. So now I'm having issues with that.
Yes,
and so it's very frustrating.
It's frustrating.
Wow, I am so glad we listened to I think this might be my new favorite song.
It definitely has a very strong message.
Has a very strong message, and not just that, just melody-wise, musically-wise, instrument-wise, his voice. Oh my God, it was just layered and so cool. Okay. Let's stop the video so we can go listen to it 10 times in a row so I can pick up on more little things about this song. It was so cool. So thank you to everybody who suggested it and then voted for it. You're amazing. And if you liked this video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.